Watch tonight, Governor Bob Ferguson revealed his proposal for a supplemental budget to offset yet another shortfall. And he says he can do it without raising everyone's taxes. But there is a twist. KOMO senior reporter Chris Daniels is live from the state capitol with the details for us. Chris?
Yeah, Molly, Ferguson says his budget would cut programs and take money from the rainy day fund to avoid any sort of new taxes. But he is putting his very vocal support behind a new Millionaires Tax just 2 years after the legislature prohibited any sort of state or local income taxes. 'Tis the season when the stockings are hung at the Capitol Dome, and the governor will talk about how empty they are.
We started with a $1.6 billion shortfall in the supplemental budget.
The not-so-jolly forecast prompted Washington's governor to pitch a budget with significant cuts to the Commerce Department grants, higher education, and human services, eliminating some tax credits and taking $1 billion from the rainy day fund, all to avoid a new measure like the statewide payroll tax proposal.
You were aware that there are members of the House and Senate who have pitched this idea of a payroll tax similar to what has happened in the city of Seattle and making that a statewide measure?
Not a big fan.
Is that DOA?
What I'll say is I'm focused on what I think is achievable.
Representative Chris Corey is the House Republican deputy leader.
We're Thelma and Louising off the cliff here. I'm shocked that it's as bad as it is.
He also is saying, though, he's doing this without raising taxes.
Well, I mean, he's trying to claim that, but he's gone in and found a bunch of what he calls savings by removing tax incentives. And I don't know about you, Chris, but if I wasn't paying a tax for something last year and now I am this year, that's a tax increase.
Yet it is all likely setting the stage for another tax proposal.
To rebalance this unfair system, I support a millionaire's tax. Let's make this historic change in this upcoming legislative session.
We just had an initiative 2 years ago that was approved by the legislature suggesting there cannot be an income tax.
Yep. So there's going to be a conversation along those lines, and different folks have different ideas. But what I would say in the conversations I've had with folks, I think Washingtonians, are very open to this conversation about millionaire's tax.
And that could be the ultimate plot twist, a stocking stuffer for when the session gets underway next month. The Washington Education Association has already slammed Governor Ferguson's proposal, saying that it does not do enough to address wages and turnover and the need for new revenue. There have already been statements from multiple business organizations as well, saying they're cautious about Ferguson's proposal, but that they believe the budget as it stands right now is unsustainable. The legislative session begins here in Olympia on January the 12th. For now, live at the state capitol, I'm Chris Daniels, KOMO News.
Chris,